Telling personal stories on the air is one of the most important skills for every personality. But that power has to be unlocked or it can be destructive. And you have to also be sure that you're in the right stage with the audience in your personality growth stage. For the most part, avoid personal stories if you're in stages 1 or 2. That's introduction and familiarity. Now, if you're not sure what those stages are, you can check out my website at tjohnsonmediagroup.com, or you can go to the Audience Magnet course. That's where I explain it in detail, because these 5 stages of personality growth, they're kind of the backbone in everything that we do there. But if you've got a good relationship with the audience, and maybe you're in stages 3, which is growth, or 4, which is like, or 5, which is love, if you're in those stages and you've got a good relationship, personal stories can really set you apart if you know how to tell them. I was working with an air personality that was struggling to relate his personal life experiences without coming off as self-indulgent. And finally, the light came on, and it unlocked his power of personality and the power of personal stories. And you won't believe what triggered that growth. His aha moment came from Tommy Chong. That's right, half the famous comedy team of Cheech and Chong. Turns out that when Chong was in prison, he met Jordan Belfort, who was the famous Wolf of Wall Street. Good movie. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. While there, Chong told Belfort he should pass the time by writing his life story. Then he proceeded to critique and coach him through the process. In the book, The Wolf of Wall Street, Chong constantly is sending Belfort back to the beginning to find his character's voice in writing the book. And the advice that finally got Jordan to get it was this. Chong said, there's 2 things that are about writing that you just can't forget. First of all, it's about conflict. Because without conflict, nobody cares. Second, it's about the most of. So I shared this with my client, and that's when the light came on. He finally realized all the things I'd been telling him, what it meant to apply the 3 E's of entertainment. It's not about presenting the facts of the story. It's about creating a story from the facts. That means adding a healthy dose of those 3 E's. And the E's are exaggeration, enhancement, and embellishment. That's adding what Chong calls the most of. When you add drama or conflict and suspense to storytelling, stories will go from blah to wow, along with those 3 E's of entertainment. Almost instantly, my client's content was more compelling, his stories were more interesting, and he was more relatable. Exaggeration with conflict. That's the aha moment that worked for Jordan Belfort. It worked for my client. And that can work for you too. I'd love to hear your personal stories. Send them along and I'll be glad to give you some feedback and maybe even share them with the community.